Hello and welcome to this screencast. Today we will be exploring how to write a press release. This video is short, so we will be learning a very basic but effective outline. I would first like to include a quick note before we start on why press releases are a great public relations and marketing tool. They are inexpensive, they are fast as they require a little prep compared to other marketing tools, and they are relatively easy to write. There are a few things you must know before writing and publishing your press release. First off, who is your target audience? This will help you write with a specific angle and purpose and will give your release organization, which is extremely necessary to a professional. And you also need to know your 5 W's, which we will cover later in the video. Your press release outline is comprised of 3 main stops. First, you have your headline. Second, you have your first sentence where you will open your press release. And third, you have your body paragraphs where you will give your readers all of the most important details. Your headline is your first and most important part of your release because it is not eye-catching or does not represent your topic and company well. You will not catch readers' attention, and thus your marketing efforts will fail. It is also important to remember that in our digital age, where press releases are sent by email, your email headline, your subject line, is as important as your title. It needs to stand out. To be most effective, it does not need to be overly formal or in all caps or any of those cliche things you hear about subject lines, but it does have to be unique. In fact, I heard a story where a journalist opened a press release simply because it had the subject line "yo," and it caught his eye. Obviously, it is not always great to be that casual with every recipient and every audience, and it's important to change your subject line depending on who you're sending it to. You need to be able to read the person you're sending it to and change it accordingly, but it's a great opportunity to be creative. Remember not to bury your lead with your opening sentence. Get immediately to your 5 W's, which are who, what, when, where, why, and how is included with those. Do not write your press release if you do not have all of those. You need to be prepared for questions that will come after your press release is published, and you don't want to get yourself in trouble by publishing a press release without all the basic information. This is especially true if you're publishing something that's controversial or a sensitive topic in time of crisis, as many companies do. So remember to have all of the information and be as accurate as possible. And then in your body paragraph, it's time for the details of the announcement. The most important details belong closer to the top. Try not to include all of the details if you want your readers to contact you or if you're trying to get readers to visit your website or your location. Give all of the crucial and positive facts, but do not forget to be honest. Do not avoid a subject that is difficult to talk about. Readers will be able to tell if you're avoiding something, and they'll be able to tell if you're tiptoeing around something. So it's always great to be honest and to come out with the truth. One more quick note, do not forget to add a boilerplate at the end of your release. It is a paragraph at the end that briefly describes the organization for which you are writing. It is a staple of every press release, and here you'll see an example from CBS. They had this at the end of their latest press release and at the end of all their press releases. Just tells a little bit about them. And here is an example of a press release the Fisher Center for Alzheimer's released a few days ago. You can find successful uses of all 3 parts of the outline where the arrows are pointing. And further down in the article, in a part that isn't showing on the screen right now, they also included their boilerplate, so that was also there. And lastly, you will find another example. This is great to read through because a great way to learn to write press releases is to read them, become as familiar with them as possible. You can find new press releases every day on PR Newswire. And good luck with your writing. Write a successful press release.